Okay.
And then could you put your arms by your side, shrug your shoulders straight up for me. Good, and then back down and squeeze the shoulder blades together in the back.
Squeeze, like go backwards?
Yep.
Okay.
Great, and then relax them. Let's see both of your arms straight in front, high as you can go. Okay, and then on back down. And then elbows by your side and bend them forward and rotate out as far as you can.
Like that?
Yep. Okay.
That's hurting right there,
Okay.
that tendon.
And have it reach up behind your back as high as you
Oh,
can.
God, it hurts. Say again.
Reach up behind your back as high as you can.
This one, and then,
Okay, just painful.
yeah.
And,
It's not
arms,
painful there, but I just can't go any higher.
Arms straight in front of you. And hold it up there, don't let me push down. Good. And then can you come sit up here? And then let's hold those up, don't let me push down.
Oh, yeah, that hurts.
And
It's
then,
that tendon.
yeah, elbows back by your side like this.
Oh.
And then push out against my hands, rotate outward.
Yeah, and that tendon, it's that tendon that's
And
hurting.
then that hand on your stomach and your elbow forward. And yeah, keep bringing that in. Hold your hand against yourself, don't let me pull that away from you. Good. And then go ahead and relax that. If I move your arm, does it hurt the same?
Yeah, that right there, the whole thing right there.
And a lot of pain right along here.
Pain is here in the bone area, and then it's whatever that long tendon is.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever it stretches, it feels like there's a knife in there.
Tender
Like
up
this
on-
whole area is hurting right now.
Tender on top here.
It a little bit, yes, it is. You're not pushing hard enough, but if I push hard, it's very tender.
But generally, that's not so much the spot, it's more coming down the arm.
Yeah, the major pain is all right here.
Okay.
Whatever that tendon is that a tendon we have, like a muscle tendon?
All the tendons are deep inside there.
What is that
this-
long
it
thing?
tends to radiate down. This is your deltoid muscle right here. But usually the shoulder can kind of radiate down.
Oh, it radiates, yeah.
That's
'Cause
common.
yeah, because at
Yeah.
first when I had the fall, if I would turn a certain way,
Yeah.
this long thing would snap. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, so now it's not snapping, and probably because my body's protecting it, but if I go too far, it's like someone stuck a knife in the muscle, in the tendon. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's all here, and then
Can you
it,
open and close that hand for me? Can you feel me touching all your fingers all normal?
yes, and I could do this, like, as long as I'm not doing anything here. Like, I could do that, I could pick something up, I could pull something out, but it's once I start using this muscle, this
Yeah.
area.
Why don't you come on over and have a seat and we'll take a look at things.
Okay.
And so this is your arm, your humerus, your shoulder blade over here. So the ball and socket is between your humeral head and the glenoid. We see the space between the bones is nice and even, no bone spurs.
Okay, that's
Everything's
good.
lined up normally. When we look from the top down, similarly, we have the socket over here and the humeral head. And so nice even joint space, pretty normal x-rays.
Okay.
Looking at your MRI, we get a better look at all the soft tissues, and so this is going to be that same view where it's switched, but presumably this is
that the
shoulder
back?
as well. So this is the humerus over here in your shoulder blade there. So this is the joint. The rotator cuff is a group of muscles that goes between your shoulder blade and your humerus, and there's 4 muscles that go front, top, around the back. And so what a normal muscle and tendon look like. This is looking at the view from the top. Your subscapularis in the front is muscle here, turns into tendon, which is the black part, and we can follow that all the way down to the bone. This is a fluid weighted sequence, and all the bright white is fluid. And so when we have a tear, the fluid fills the space where the tissue is not anymore. So this looks totally normal.
Okay, does the fluid cause pain as well, or?
No, that's normal. In the
That's
body.
normal, okay.
And so when we look at the top of the shoulder, we see that this is your supraspinatus muscle here. And then the tendon, normal healthy tendon is a solid black color. This tendon looks degenerative with all the gray. And then there's a gap between the tendon and the tuberosity where it should be attaching. And so this is the tear right here, where the tendon has pulled.
Is the
back
tear
off of
that
the
dark
bone.
right there where your pointer is?
This
That
is
dark
tendon-
spot? Is that the
tendon
tear?
does not attach to the bone, and so this is the space between.
So what part is the tear? The
The
white
tendon
stuff?
is torn off of the bone. You can't see a tear.
Okay, so
Right.
so this is the
This is the tendon. It should attach on the bone.
so this should be all the way over here,
This should come over. to
which
here.
is the cuff,
which is what I've
which
learned.
is the
Yeah.
supraspinatus.
Oh,
which
right.
is
So
part
it
of your
detached and
rotator
it's
cuff.
sitting up here
Yep.
now. Oh,
Mhm.
God.
Pulled off the bone.
So the whole thing is pulled off. Is that why I'm getting a bone ache too? Because there's no padding?
And so typically some of the snapping and grinding is because the acromion, which we don't see as well on here, but the acromion, which is the bone up on top of the shoulder, there's not a lot of space between the rotator cuff tendons and that bone. And so if the tissue underneath gets inflamed and you're rotating back and forth underneath that, then you can get that kind of snapping type sensation is probably that.
Got it. And then what about the pain along the arm where I say it's
It's
a
all
tendon?
related to the rotator cuff, yep. And so very common that the pain from here radiates just down the upper arm like that.
So if I
So I
stretch,
think all of this is related to your rotator cuff tear.
so even though I stretch my arm too much and it's just that part that hurts, the long tendon
Yep.
that hurts, what is it doing though? Is it stretching? Is that why there's pain? Or what is it doing when I move
the tissue is
it?
getting essentially pinched in between your acromion and the humeral head here. And that inflamed tissue is causing the pain.
Okay.